Hello viewer, welcome again to the show, The Disclosure with Nancy. In this show, we continue to share more about the dynamics of addiction. And today again, we have our guest. For those who have not met her, may I ask her to introduce herself?
Hello,
Welcome.
thank you so much for bringing me here for the third time.
Your name?
My name is Anne, as always, for those who have been watching.
Yes.
We have done 2 episodes where I come and ask our hosts about the show. So we have more questions today.
Yes.
Yeah.
So today, Anne, what are your questions?
I'm here with more questions.
Welcome.
I hope that you have been enjoying the kind of questions that I've been asking Madam Nancy.
Yes.
So in this episode, I would like to know more about the dynamics of addiction and family, how it relates to family.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we have always said that addiction is a family disease, and I have the pleasure to explain more about the addiction as a family disease. I want to liken a functioning family to a healthy human body, whereby a healthy human body has what we call the systems. For example, we have the digestive system, we have the respiratory system, we have the blood circulatory system, we have the lymphatic system. Now, in the systems, we have what we call the organs. For example, the heart, the liver, the kidney, all those are organs. Now, for the body to function normally, all the systems must be functioning optimally, and also the organs. In the same way, if we have a functional family, we have a family system. Every family has got their own system, and the functionality of a family is a system. And for the system to work well, all the organs of the family must be functioning. And in this case, the family members are the organs. Every decision that is made by one of the family members will affect the entire family, either directly or indirectly. Now, when we talk of addiction as a family disease, this is whereby one of the members of the family is struggling with addiction. And addiction being a disease in itself, it makes this person, because addiction will, an addict will go out of his way to sustain the behavior. So you find that any decision the addict makes in the family, it will make the other members to focus on him, because definitely the decisions are not very friendly, and sometimes they become a stressor to the whole of the family members. And therefore we find that all the members of the family adopt a mechanism, a coping mechanism, without knowing, and they adopt something that we call the roles. And these roles are not they are not very good for them. Actually, we say that they are dysfunctional roles, but they are just a coping strategy for them, maybe to try to ease the pain and to try to assume that everything is quite normal.
So I would like to confirm.
Yes.
So the family is kind of now adjusting to how to relate to this addict now and his behavior.
Yes, actually. When a whole family lives together under the same roof with an addict, there are things that the addict will do, and definitely will give a negative impact to the other family. So it will have a negative effect to the other members. Therefore, they try to adopt some coping mechanisms. And in so doing, they form what we call dysfunctional family roles. Yeah, so there are several family roles that I want to discuss here, in what we call a dysfunctional family, because this member of the family who is an addict makes the whole system to be dysfunctional. And so the first role is the addict. That is the first role. So this is the person who struggles with addiction, and you find that all the attention of the other family members are they are trying to focus their attention on him, and therefore you find that this member of the family becomes a center of attraction. And we always say that they are usually very sharp people. They are intellectually very sharp people. So they try to manipulate. They manipulate the members of the family and they come up with so many issues. So you find that the addict will lie, will manipulate, will isolate, will blame other people in the family because of their own mistakes. Yeah, so that is what the addict does.
Okay.
Then the second role we have is the enabler or the caretaker. Now this person tries to reduce the harm or the pain that the family members are going through. So you find that they want to make excuses for the addict, and they want to try to imagine that everything is happening very well, and so they actually enable the addict to continue with the addiction, because when the addict manipulates and he tries to draw the attention of the member, mostly the person who focuses most on the addict is the enabler. And sometimes they even they give them money. They actually help them, not thinking that they are worsening the situation, but because they want to bring the family back and assume that everything is okay.
It's like covering up.
Yeah, it's like covering up the mistakes of the addict. Then we have the third one, whom we call the hero of the family. Now the hero of the family is usually a hardworking person. Is usually an overachiever. He's a perfectionist. He's he also wants to bring the family back to normalcy. He can work very, very hard and try to bring the family together again. And in so doing, because of that energy, he uses a lot of energy to try to find to make sure that everything is going on, or despite what the addict does. And finally this person ends up suffering, and he may become himself distressed, because his focus is too much on bringing. Remember, it is an entire system that you want to bring together, and therefore he may end up getting stress-related diseases. That's why we are saying these are dysfunctional roles, because at the end of the day, all these roles will have a negative effect on the entire system. From the hero, we go to the scapegoat. Now the scapegoat is the opposite of the hero, whereby he tries to distract the attention of the family members, because all the attention is focused on the addict. Now he comes up with a style of trying to distract the family from the addict. So he will do things to distract. And of course he comes up with the funny issues like defiance, hostility, bitterness, just to try to distract the family's attention. Then we have another role that we call the mascot. Now the mascot also comes up to try to lessen the pain, but this time he tries to use humor. He tries to bring in fun and jokes, only to make fun of the situation. And he also wants to lessen the pain that the family is going through. But now the issue with the mascot is himself is vulnerable, he's fragile, and he's also desperate. He's looking for his own attention in another way, because he sees that the people are focusing on the addict. So he also tries to look for attention from the family desperately. And in so doing, he ends up also suffering. And mostly these people become stressed in future, and you find that they do what we call self-medication, and they also get into another type of addiction, because they try to look for some attention and they grew up without the attention that they wanted. And then we have the last role, which we call the lost child. Normally, in most cases, this one falls on the last born in the family, whereby they are shy, they are withdrawn, they are in their own world, and they don't try to seek any attention of anyone. and they want to remain in isolation. Mostly they do their own things, and finally they get lost. Yeah, they get away from the scene completely, and they may seek some attention outside the family. Yeah, so these are what we are calling dysfunctional roles of a family that is going through addiction.
Oh, well explained. Well, I would like also to know from maybe the viewers' end, what part or what role do you think you would play, or if you have an addict as your member of your family, what role do you think you fit in among the roles that Madam Nancy has told us? So you can leave a comment in the comment section down below. I think I would be, you called him a mascot?
Okay.
Yes, because I like using humor to run away from maybe serious situations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you think you would be?
For me, I know I have been actually, because I had an experience, and I think I was an enabler.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was trying to cover the pain of the family, and I could go out of my way just to bring the family back together and do things that would actually enable the addiction to continue without knowing what I was doing. But now I know. Yes.
Okay, you too, you now know, but now we would like to know.
Yeah.
Yes, you have already understood the role that probably you play or you would play in a family that is dysfunctional in this case.
Yeah.
So how does this addiction now affect this family?
Yeah, we talk of the effects of addiction in a family. Actually, they are numerous and they are quite adverse. But I want to mention just a few. In a dysfunctional family that is caused by addiction, we have people going through mental health issues. Now, this we talk about distress, or rather what people call stress. We have what we call depression, and then the addict himself can suffer what we call schizophrenia. Yeah, majority of them, those who have used drugs for quite some time, there is that condition that is called schizophrenia. Actually, that one is a real mental illness, or outside here it's called madness of some sort. Yeah, then we also have hopelessness in the family. You find that the members of the family feel that there is no hope, like this person has caused a lot of damage in their emotions, and they feel they are weak emotionally. And then we also have shame. Yeah, they experience some shame, especially when they are mingling with people out there, and especially if they know that other people, maybe the extended family members, they are aware of what this family is going through. You find that they experience a bit of shame.
So this happens to the whole family?
The whole family.
Okay.
Of course, depending on the vulnerability of an individual.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we also have isolation, whereby maybe, like, for example, the children of an addict, even when they go to school, because of the labeling, you find that they are not very, very comfortable. Maybe other children enjoy them because of the way their father behaves, and maybe the father is a drunkard, is known in the community, and then the children are not very, very comfortable with that. So you find that they keep to themselves and they are isolated. Then we have what we call the risky sexual behaviors. Whereby some of the members of the family may go to seek attention from outside and from other relationships out there, and because there is a need of love and intimacy which is not found at home. So you find that they find it outside, and maybe in the wrong place out there. So you find that these people are lured into the risky sexual behaviors. Then there is also physical health issues, whereby some people get some diseases like high blood pressure, hypertension. The body actually gives way to those diseases. A lot of illnesses, because of course they are emotionally disturbed, and also the body sometimes gets affected. And then we also have financial issues, like the financial constraints, whereby the family spends a lot of money on this person, sometimes taking him to a rehab, sometimes giving them medication, taking them to mental health hospitals. Of course, it's usually very, very expensive. And therefore, you find that at the end of the day, the whole family is suffering financially. And finally, the children in this family, actually, I feel that they suffer most. You know, children, as they go to school, they learn and they mingle with other people out there, they are affected so much by some issues that go on in the family. I have been a teacher for quite a while, and I have actually been able to experience this. You find that a child does not concentrate in class. And then when you try to find out why the child's concentration is not in class, you find that it is all about what is happening at home. Either there is some dysfunctionality at home, there is a member who is not cooperating, maybe issues that are going on at home. Children try to daydream in class. They are trying to remember what happened actually the previous day. And for you, a teacher, you are trying to get the attention of this child, and you cannot. So children will really suffer. You find that they cannot concentrate, they cannot perform well, and most of the time you find that they are out of class. I wish to ask someone out there, if you suspect that there is a family member who is going through or who is struggling with addiction, and especially if you suspect that early, it is always very important to try to intervene in this before it gets worse. Yes.
Wow, that was very well explained. I would say all the viewers are in safe hands in your show. Yes,
I would say that I'm grateful for your time, and I also want to say that if you feel that we may be of help to you, you can reach us through our email address, nwamboi.murithi@gmail.com. Again, nwamboi.murithi@gmail.com.
As seen on your screen.
Yes. So thank you very much, viewer, for watching. I don't know what.
Thank you so much for hosting me for the third time.
All right.
Being on this show is such a privilege.
Yes. Please remember to
subscribe, comment, like, and share.
Thank you.
Bye.